Hey, this is John Carlos, and I am here with a look at the Hot Toys 6-scale figure of the Scarlet Witch from WandaVision. This is going to be a pretty quick look at the figure, just a basic unboxing and a look at the accessories. If you want like a full detailed review, I recommend you look elsewhere. First off, let's take a look at some of these accessories. The figure starts off with relaxed palm hands, but also comes with these spell-casty hands. All of these hands are spell-casty hands. They're in some very intense poses. These are meant to be used with the LED light function that can be installed into the arms with batteries, and the lights will come out through these, which is nice that she comes with some glowy hands. It's also nice that she comes with some spell-casty, swirly-dirly stuff. Here's just a closer look at that. Here are the batteries that you would put into the arms. But the coolest accessory here has got to be the dark hold, which does actually like close and look like a book. But when you open it up, there are many little pages in here of hoodoo, voodoo, hibbity dibbity stuff. We also get her little hooded cape cloak thing, which we will be putting on the figure in a moment. But I do want to address the fact that she comes with a cool looking figure stand. I like that it says Scarlet Witch, especially because we've been wanting Wanda to be, you know, Scarlet Witch, not just Wanda in the movie, so it's nice that we finally have a display stand that says that. The artwork is cool. Yay. Problem I have is that it's one of these bendy pulls with the C-clamp, which is great for certain figures, but I get paranoid about over time the pressure of this damaging the figure, and also the fact that if you are putting this on a figure and you're popping off the top, that's great for a character like this if you want to clamp her at the waist and have her flying, because this is long enough that it'll be floaty, she'll be off the base. But if you want to lower this down so it's actually just on her waist, you got this pole sticking up, and she's got a cape, she's got a cloak, so that sucks. Like, I wish this came with 2 arms. I've been saying this for a few reviews now. I want 2 arms. A regular arm for clamping at the waist with no extra hibbity-dibbity up top, or, you know, and including this flying one. But I'm not always the biggest fan of including these. Now that we're done talking about all those accessories, we can talk about the figure itself. This is how the figure looks right out of the packaging, and first off, I gotta say, I think they did a great job with this likeness. The head sculpt, the paint, it all really reads like Elizabeth Olsen. In particular, I like the sculpted hair. I'm not a big fan of rooted hair. I think rooted hair looks pretty crappy. And this sculpted hair looks good. You control the sculpt, you control exactly the way the hair is supposed to look. But yeah, come on, the details within the likeness here. Look at the nose, look at the mouth, the shape of her cheeks, her jaw, her chin, her eyes, and also just the sort of, I say this in a good way, but that sort of glazed, distant, like that stare, it really does read kind of Wanda. The shading around the eyes looks really good. Her little headpiece looks freaking rad. I'm stoked about this. The rest of the figure, the details on it are nice, especially, you know, like her rubbery kind of torso with little plasticky sections. It is worth noting that this little skirt has like a little wire to it, so you can kind of flare it out in whatever kind of dynamic pose you want to pose it in. Now her arm sleeves slide off, so you can put batteries in and activate her LED effect. But you know what? I have several sets of like small little millimeter precision screwdrivers, and I can't find a single one that fits this tiny ass little screw. So you know what? Fudge it. No LED in this video. Just fudge it all to heck. But just for fun, I did swap out one of the hands for like a little spell casting hand. I also put on her hooded cape, and I gotta admit, this thing looks freaking dope with it. It really does make the whole, it really does just tie the whole outfit together. Here's a closer look at some of the details of like the kind of pattern on it. A real up close look at just some of that like shiny texture to it. The edge of the cloak has a wire going through it, so you can pose that for dramatic flair. Also, you know, it is hooded, and that hood will get smushed down completely by her hair, which is fine. I think she looks a lot cooler this way, but it is neat that there is a hood, but, you know, you're just going to tuck it all back. The look of this is just freaking great, and one of the things I like about this is that the little shoulder section covers the shoulder seam joint, not seam, but the joint between the shoulder and the edge of the top. It is worth noting that the ankle joints have limited range of motion because of these little pointy ends of her boots that hang over. They kind of block the range of motion of the ankles. Now, there's a lot of great details to this figure. The texturing of her pants, the red paint line, and where it meets the rest of her outfit, it's a good contrast to the rest of the shiny, kind of rubbery burgundy elements. This is a great looking figure. I think it's got great presence on the tabletop. It's got a nice silhouette to it. It's a very striking figure, and it's got a great likeness of Elizabeth Olsen. So I'm very happy to add this to my collection, despite a few nitpicks, like the fact that I don't really like the C-clamp for the base with the long extended pull, and also the fact that it doesn't come with the hex backdrop. Vision came with the whole backdrop with like the hex from the show. There's two characters from WandaVision, Wanda and Vision. You'd think they'd both come with the WandaVision backdrop. It really feels like something's missing with this figure. Despite that though, I really do dig this figure, and I'm happy to add it to the collection. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure, and if you want to be up to date with all my latest reviews, be sure to click subscribe.